What's going on?
There we go. What's up? How we doing? Oh my gosh. All right. How we doing?
All right. I think I'm getting sick, but other than that, it's all right. It's cold. What about you?
I've been getting sick, especially like at night, just like runny nose, all that stuff. So I've been trying to dude, I've been wearing out the Vicks vapor rope. It definitely helps, but then I have to blow my nose more. You know what I'm saying? So it helps. I can breathe, but doesn't fix it. Anyways, that's been
gets all the snot out.
yeah. But so what's new? We're coming around. The market started looking nice this morning, and then now it's not looking so nice.
The market's crashing. Everything is going to zero.
Should everybody sell now?
Probably. It'll speed up the process.
That's true. If they sell now instead of later, then we'll get to that bottom quicker.
We just lost another key resistance on SWE. I see it going to at least 468. We got bullish divs, but they're not playing out. So I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, TA is basically like weather forecasting for crypto nerds. You know what I mean? So sometimes the weather's just different.
I wouldn't say that. I would say SWE did pretty much exactly what I said it was going to do last night.
Got it. So then we're still right on track. We have to find that bottom, and then those rounded bottoms. That's what pays the bills.
Well, it's setting a new daily low right now. So,
oof. Well, that Sui AI play was awesome. Was happy about that. And you said AI coins are still doing pretty good, or is the whole market coming down because of Bitcoin?
No, the Agent S coin we talked about last night has doubled up. Yeah. Shot up right past through the target I put last night. Sheesh. And then Sui AI is still doing good. It's at about a 48 million market cap. Might come down a little bit, but they've both been pumping while the market's been dumping.
Bullish. And I have an article about Sui and OpenAI today, so that might be exciting. Might be bullish for Sui. And
I hope they're not. I hope they're not partnering.
Geez, Desert just sold his whole Sui bag live on stream.
We don't need Sam Altman or his freaking biometric stealing computers anywhere near SWE, in my opinion.
That's fair. Well, everybody out there, dude, happy Tuesday. It feels like a Tuesday. Hope everybody's having a good day, and good week so far. I mean, look, we're in the first 7 days. Wait, 7 days? That's so crazy. Yeah, we're in the first 7 days of the year. I think it's going to be a bullish one. What do you think?
Oh, it's definitely going to be bullish. We just got to get through this.
Yeah.
We just got to get through this. I was thinking, because the beginning of every January, it seemed like the market dumped. But my 30% is
around 30% was some of the ones we looked at, or just a little under.
But I was thinking that dump coming out at the end of December into January is going to be that. And we got a V-shape, almost a V-shape recovery on the daily until today, where it dumped and put in a 5% candle to the downside. So,
sheesh.
But it looks like we're rounding the bottom. Well, it was starting to look like it. I got some lines. got some bearish div or some bullish divs, but now it's acting like it wants to roll over again. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. I know we lost the 200 on the 4 hour. That's bearish, but a lot of manipulation X's on the chart.
So maybe they'll give out first. Maybe the manipulation will not be able to do it. It will not be able to push our prices down far enough. Let's see.
Well, let's hope.
I'm not endorsing this chain or this crypto, but I saw it and it reminded me of something, and I wanted to share because of that. But so Usual. Have you heard of Usual?
No.
So this is apparently a blockchain where all of the revenue that the blockchain makes is then dispersed to the coin holders of Usual inside, which is the token of the blockchain. So they're trying to reshape the way that revenue works. But I was reading it, and here's what I noticed. So redistributing value, flipping the script, they're saying, from fees to RWA yields, Usual channels all ecosystem revenue directly into Usual, their token. And then so they're claiming that they make over 20 million generated and ready for redistribution, and that they make millions a month. So they said 100% of the revenue, up to 5 million a month, flows to Usual X stakeholders, and it's paid out in their backed stablecoin. No gimmicks, just about, right? So it says revenue switch goes live when 50% of the Usual tokens are staked as Usual X. So what I wanted to point out with this is like it has this kind of battle royale-esque staking mechanism where you stake your tokens, and then as people leave, those tokens get redistributed to the people that stayed. So they're trying to say that this is why the value stays in the system, this, that, and the other. But it reminds me of Terra Luna in a sense, right?
What do you mean as people leave, it goes back to the
if you move your stake, like if you remove your stake before the payment period,
right,
then you lose the staking rewards and they get distributed to everyone else. So it's kind of like a Hunger Games style, last man standing style of staking. And it kind of reminds me of Hex kind of reminds me a little bit of Terra Luna's UST. It's like as long as you have it staked, you get this really nice reward. But you have to have it staked for a longer period of time to get that reward.
So yeah. So when can you pull it though?
It's monthly. There's like a window monthly, and they were saying it would be like end of each month. They said that their revenue projected is 5 million a month. So that means 36.53% stake or 275% APY, right? Which just to me sounds a little bit suspect. But I read this article and I was like, this reminds me of Terra Luna. It's like Terra Luna's great, you get 20% as long as the whole chain doesn't collapse.
Right.
But I just want to think that there's going to be a lot of this stuff coming out this season.
What's going on, Jaleesa?
Hey there, Jaleesa. But
why won't it let me click on it? There we go. I mean, it's not quite the same thing. I mean, Terra Luna's 20% was because they're using your money and investing it and then giving you a cut of the proceeds, essentially. Your staked Terra. This seems like, man, there was another project. I was saying heck, because it might have been an NFT project that when you staked, it was quote unquote locked for X amount of time. And if you pulled early, your rewards went back into the pool for everybody else. I can't remember what it was. It'll come to me though. It'll come to me. We might be getting a little pump on the market.
There is an arena. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the something arena, which is a part of, I think, the SNEC ecosystem. Like with Pump SNEC and some of these other things like Danzo. There is like a thing that a meme coin I was talking to the other day was talking about, where basically that's what it is. It's the arena where everybody stakes their tokens, but all of their tokens are starting basically like locked. So like all of the tokens start staked, and then as you take them out, there's an unstaked tax. And then that gets redistributed to everybody else that stays staked. And the idea was kind of like that all of their tokens end up like that. And then it incentivizes everybody to want to stake and hold out until the end for those rewards, right?
That makes sense. So the longer you're in there, the less of the tax that comes out.
And then eventually that tax goes away. And they wanted to like make that be the rule until they hit certain like fundraising goals, right? And I thought that was kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I could see that working.
Yep. I'm not going to say the name of the token because it's embarrassing, but I'll DM it to you.
Oh, is it some random freaking... Yeah, I'll never invest in that. That's stupid. You were good until the name of the token.
We'll see. That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, I thought the idea was a good idea. But
yeah, the idea is good, but come on, marketing people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got to be family.
Just like everything last cycle was Inu this, Inu that, baby this, baby that. Baby Floki Inu, Floki, you know what I mean? It's just like, come on.
How many words can you fit in one sentence?
Right. Yeah. What's that? Supersonic Harry Potter's balls Inu or something like that. Whatever it is.
Yeah. Basically. But let's get into market update. And first off, we're going to reset the room. So let's get everybody to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And we appreciate everybody for coming here. If everybody were to share the space, we would have twice as many people, to be honest.
Most definitely.
Just math.
If you're on YouTube, do us a favor, hit that subscribe bell or button, hit that notification bell. We go live Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. PST, bringing you daily news and updates of what's going on around Web3. So outside of that, you want to get into market update?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Trying to replay the whole intro video again.
Yeah, I thought about it for a whole 2.5 seconds, and I was like, "Oh, that's not it."
All right, big dump today. Let's get the most accurate data. Probably one of the biggest dumps in the market cap that we've seen since we've been going live. It's only 7.1%. But it's got us coming in at $3.54 trillion. Volume's up a little bit on this Tuesday at 187, still low. We were seeing, high 2s to mid 3s for weeks until the holidays, and then everything started dumping. Bitcoin dominance ticked up, even though Bitcoin dropped. That tells you how much altcoins have dropped. At 54.2, Ethereum at 11.5, and 5.7 Gwei will get you an ETH transaction. Coming down into the market, Bitcoin back to 96,980, down 4.9% today. Ethereum at 33.95, down 8.2%. XRP, even though old Brad met with Trump, is coming in at 234, down 2.9%. We got BNB at 700, down 3.9. Solana at 201, down 7.7. Dogecoin at 35.12, down 11.1. Whoo. Cardano's dip ain't looking too bad, coming in at 101, down 7.6 when you compare it to like Dogecoin and stuff. Then we got Lido and Tron, and we got SWE making it even with the market dumping. SWE was able to make it to the 13th spot, coming in at 481, down 5.3%, with $14 billion market cap. Biggest winners, I checked this earlier. We only had 2. Let's see. A few more. Oh, no, those don't count. Those are stable coins. So we got Big Get token up 5.9. We got Fast token up 0.9. And then it's all stable coins. Wow. All the way down. So let's look at the biggest losers. That we got plenty of. AI16Z down 18.1%, back to $1.86. Gala, don't see that too much up here, but it dumped 12.4%. Pengu is down 12.4. Bonk is down 12. Athena is down 12. Hyperliquid's down 10. Lido's down 12. Stacks is down 11. And look at all them double-digit losers. It just keeps going. Damn, we got to come all the way down here to Pepe to get one less than 2-digit fucking loser. My bad. 2-digit loser. So other than that, when we look at the market, SWE's finally getting a little. So I want to show everybody this. We got several coins that are putting in nice bull divs and on the momentum and the RSI. So in my opinion, it's only a matter of time before this reverses and goes back up. The problem is every time you think, nah, I can't go lower, it goes lower. So, but as you can see, price action is trending down while momentum is trending up, RSI is trending up, classic bullish divergence. Earlier, we did have the moving averages start to constrict and turn blue. And then we got that red X and it just started dumping again. We have a few manipulation X's right here, right here, right here. But it looks, we just got a green dot on the 15. It looks like we might be trending back up. Money flow is actually down pretty far, but you got the VWAP going up. You got the momentum going up. You got the green dot. Hopefully we get money flow to turn and start to go up. This is the 15-minute. Let's look at the 7 real quick. So 7-minute money flow has curved up. So it's only a matter of time before that translates over into the 15-minute. VWAP up, momentum up, everything pointed to the upside. That's nice. Hopefully on the 7-minute we can see this curve like that and get right back into the upside here in the next couple hours. That would be awesome. And as you can see, we even have the bearish divs or the bullish divs playing out on the 7-minute also. Looks like we might be getting a trend reversal. Every time we start to get a nice little pump, though, the problem is it just dumps again. But we got the moving averages constricting nicely. Once those start to get a little closer, they'll start to flip blue, which is green. And that will be good, positive flow to the upside. Going back to the 15-minute, Cardano's in a similar situation. And as you can see, we got that momentum to the upside, RSI to the upside, price action to the downside, textbook bullish div. We do have this nice rounded bottom. And then we started to go up, but then we started to come back down. Hopefully this is just another little bloop in the thing. On bottoms like this, so rounded bottoms pay the bills. Because if we invert this, and you guys seen this right here, how it's rounding like that, that's, you know, that's a top signal, right? When a coin is starting to round over like that, it's going to dump, right? So when you put it back to the regular scale, rounding on the bottom. Rounded bottoms pay the bills. That is, I still do not suggest entering any longs unless you're trying to scalp, because the market is still finicky. It's not strong. We're not above the 200 on Cardano. We might be above it on the 1 minute. So we did get above it on the 1 minute. So that's a good start. But even on the 1 minute, your bands are starting to constrict again. Your momentum's going to the downside, but your VWAP and money flow are going back up. So we could see it bounce right off. Let me get better candles there. We could see it start to bounce right off the 21 and keep going back to the upside. That would be our best case scenario. And then start working through our time frames to get back above the 200. In the 5 minute, the 200 is at about 105. 7 minute, the 200 is at about 106. So we'll see this come down. So it doesn't have to we'll probably see this start to trend, down straighter, a little further like that. And then hopefully we can get price action to start coming. Boom, boom, boom. And as soon as we get over that 200, it's back to the races, boys and girls. So that's what I'm seeing on Cardano and SWI in the short term. Bitcoin is kind of looking the same way. So if we bring this up, as you can see, we had the lower price action. We have the higher lows on the momentum. We have the higher lows on, we're on the 7 minute. Go to the 15 minute. There we go. You see we have the higher lows on our RSI, higher lows on our momentum, and we were having the lower lows on price action. And it started to pump, but then it just started to roll, and we don't want to see that roll. We don't want to see it roll back to the downside, but it looks like it's starting to turn a little bit again. We got the green dot on the momentum. Money flow is looking, that's a pretty uniform money flow path right there. If you look at that, you do got some hills in it, but that's a pretty good flow. Little semicircle. Like if we were to if I was to expand that out, that's a pretty symmetrical money flow right there. You see what I'm saying? All these lows are touching, boom, 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 boom. So we could see it maybe 1 in the morning or about midnight Pacific Coast time. We could probably start to see this money flow get back into the positive, which would be nice. When we zoom out a little bit, let's zoom out to the 4 hour. So we did lose the 200, and I was talking about this last night, that if we lose this 200, we are going back into bearish territory. And as you can see, we fell right through it. 1 candle, 2 candle, and then these 2 last candles have started to go up a little bit. But we lost that 97,887 as our support and resistance. We do have 95,750 down here. It never quite got down that low. If we're looking at this right here, bring that down, get some more data on here. So you can see we do have, let's align. Our point of control is right here, right where we're bouncing off right now. When you bring all this data onto the screen right here, our point of control is where we're bouncing right now. Here's your value area high is up here at about 102. Your value area low is down here at about 92. So, it has a nice, that might be, let me see something. I didn't see that before. Let's turn that off. We could be seeing something Whoop. I mean, it kind of looks like a cup. That's a crazy handle. It's more of a dump than a handle. But we could see that. Take our measured move. If we can get it back up to 102, break free of 102, it'll take us to about 112. So there's your cup. There's your handle. This kind of throws it off, so it's not a very good looking cup and handle, but that is some hopium for you. On the 4 hour, you can see the VWAP is starting to come back to the upside. Momentum's coming down, but it's already below the 0 line right here. And you can see the money flow starting to curve in on itself. So if we can get something like this, if we can get this money flow, how it's going down and curving, we start to get that to round back up like that. As our VWAP comes up, you know, we get a little clip right here on the momentum, boom, and it goes back up. Nice little trigger wave right there. We could, you know, cautiously optimistic until we start getting back above the 200s though. I wouldn't be opening anything. 1 minute, as you can see, it broke above, retested, bounced. Looks like we're trying to dump again, maybe to the 21 and get a bounce. 5 minute, we're well below the 200 on the 5 minute. So everything is pretty much in the same boat right now. It's just that Bitcoin's going to move slower than the altcoins, obviously. You know, Bitcoin drops 5%, Cardano drops 10% or 15% or whatever, you know. So one thing I did want to show, I forgot to show. All right, we are getting a decent little pump. Look at that. Back to 486. Not looking too bad. We've now put in a higher low and a higher high. You see low, low, low. We tried to put in a higher low here, and we did put in a higher high. But then we dropped again. We put in a higher low, not a higher high, and then we dumped again. And we're trying to do the same thing again right here. If we can get back to 491 on the 5 minute and get across this 7 minute 200, I will be a lot more optimistic. But last night we were talking about this. Oops. So last night we were right here in this area right here. So what is that? 500. Monday. Right here. So this is where we were on the stream last night. And I was telling you guys that if we lose this 507, which is this high volume node, we're dumping to at least this 5, which is the valley. Well, not only did we lose it, we shot straight through that right to 491. Blew through that, which is the next stop of the high volume node right here. Blew through that. Boom, couldn't get above it. Wick down to the next at 479, which is the bottom of this hill, of this volume hill right here. And then we bounced around. We fell below it. Luckily, we were able to maintain this 479 for now. It is still yet to be determined, but that is a beautifully strong candle for the 2 hour. That is looking good. Massive engulfing candle, even engulfing the wick so far. So we could see a nice turnaround. 7 minute. Yeah, we're getting, I think this bullish div might be starting to play out as long as the market can stay a little healthy, stay a little strong. Next thing. So here's CoinGlass again. End of month max pain prices, $94,000 with 5.99 billion in value. This Friday, max pain is at 98. So, you know, I could see us maybe floating around 98 until Friday. It's possible. You know, that max pain, not a lot of money though, only about 1.79 billion. And then the end of the quarter, which would be the end of March, has an 80,000 max pain price. So people are, and they're not betting on 80,000. So max pain, I've said this before, but max pain is not what people are betting on. It's just the point where we get the most liquidations for shorts and longs. So you got people shorting from the top, or they're lower than 80,000 and they're still shorting, and 80,000 wicks them out, or they're above 80,000 and they're longing and 80,000 wicks them out. You understand? So it's that max pain where the most money will be lost. Looking at liquidations, go to the 24-hour, not too bad actually. Only about 561 million. I mean, what was it a couple of weeks ago when we seen that major correction? It was like 1.1 or 1.2 billion on the 24-hour. So we're only about, what's that?
No, I was just saying, yep, I was confirming that it was over $1 billion, and that was a pretty big, that was a pretty bloody day.
Yes, that was a very bloody day. And so you see all these green, so all the green are longs liquidated. And then you see this one little spot of red right here, and this Sonic. This is the new, what Phantom is turning into the SVM, the Sonic chain or whatever it is. And shorts got liquidated. People were trying to short Sonic and got liquidated, while everybody else was trying to long the market and got liquidated. Last thing is the fear and greed. Fear and greed is actually looking decent. We are down to 70. So we're still in the greed, but 70 is a lot better than like 90 or 84 or 85 where we have been. I'd really like to see it in this neutral area, but I think for us to get to this neutral area, we're going to have a big capitulation event. We're going to have a nice long squeeze, worse than what we're already seeing. So other than that, that is this. Oh my goodness. Look at that scam wick. Woo. You see, look at that. Somebody try to liquidate something. I don't even know if you can, leverage trade Sue AI. Maybe on Bluefin or something like that. You might be able to do it on Bluefin since it's a Swede DEX or perpetuals. But
that's pretty wild. They tried to push that price pretty. I mean, that's
look at that. That just happened too, because it wasn't there a few minutes ago. Let's go. Yeah, look at that right there. 5-minute candle. I mean, 52% dump. Got bought back up immediately. But it
touched the 21 though on that larger time frame you were looking at though.
So on that, where was I on the 1 hour? I think.
Yeah, you think now it's going to turn around and it's
boom, boom. We'll see, but I mean, it's still good. It's still early. It's not a pump and dump from what I can see, because it's consistently went up. I mean, we bought in, like I said, way back here at like 0.8 of a penny, and it ran all the way to 6 cents. And now it's still sitting at, 5 cents almost. So still looking good. I'm still bullish on it. We're still in it. I think we both have personal bags, and we have some Empire money in there also. And we've already pulled 3x the profit. That we've already pulled 3x the profit we put into it, and then we still have 3 or 4x of what we put into it still in it. So the other one is Agent S. We gave this one to you last night. Oh wow. Woo. We gave this one to you when it was at about the 0.786, I think. Might have been on this candle right here. It has now pumped right through my target right here at the 1.618 extension. And this just happened too, because that wasn't there when I just looked at it before we started. So yeah, this just happened right here just a few minutes ago, and then boom, it was gone. Once again, these are very, very low micro caps on the Sweet ecosystem. Okay. DYOR, you can and will lose everything if you are not paying attention to what's going on with these coins. If you invest in them and are not paying attention to what's going on with these coins. So always take out your initial profit as soon as possible. Store that moon bag and let her ride, baby.
Yeah.
For the update.
Let's go. All right. So I've got a whole bunch of articles. Let's see. Oh, and I got the SUI AI chart up too. So I was close that. Don't need to check that out.
Snow possible.
What happened?
Snow.
Oh, there.
It was cold AF. I was freezing my nuts off all day long.
There's like a foot and something of snow actually in where my parents are at, where my family's at right now. They showed the picture, and my mom was she like video called me, and I have a little almost like a Chihuahua dog, but he went out to go pee, and you could just see him disappear.
Disappeared
into the snow. It was the funniest thing.
Yeah.
But so what I got here, I'm going to try to fly through these as best as I could. I got a hard out. I'll have them on Tuesdays. But the FBI investigates as the U.S. Treasury attack is confirmed. So basically, they only just now started publishing these things, right? Look, this is from January 2nd. But it was on December 8th. They actually got notification that and verification by a third party that there had been a break into the U.S. Treasury and that it had been hacked. There's evidence that they were able to find that basically said that it was very likely and very obviously Chinese like state hackers, like actors with very high level of hacking knowledge. And of course, the person from China that spoke on this, he said there is no evidence, and obviously we don't endorse any hacking, and we don't have any hand in that. But they say that the level of sophistication was very, very high. They were only able to access publicly accessible information. But the reason I want to point this out is because this is why having control over your data and using blockchain to protect your data is so important. When you have these centralized entities that have a lot of information, they are vulnerabilities. And once they're exploited, then anybody that is attached to that information is at risk. So it is very powerful to control and house your own data for yourself. And so I just wanted to point that out, that we have these risks that we face every day. Like think about the health, medical insurance data that has been leaked. There have been billions of like social security numbers and different things. All that medical information is out there, and you have actors, and we don't know. You know, we have Sam Altmans out there, and we don't know what it is that they want, but they're just gathering information and doing whatever they want with it. So.
Don't worry, all the data he steals is secure. It's on WorldCoin.
Yeah, they have your biometric data in there, safe.
Yeah,
Nobody been talking.
But him will have it. Don't worry.
Yeah, just him. But we've been talking about AI for quite some time. So Anthropic is an AI company. We're seeing this in the TradFi environment, and I knew that Desert would love this. But Anthropic is expected to reach $60 billion valuation after funding deal. The OpenAI rivals valuation have risen by more than 233% since 2023, should a reported funding round led to the Lightspeed Venture Partners go through. So they would have grown 233% since 2023 if this funding round goes through. But they're raising at an incredibly high valuation. Anthropic was valued at $18 billion in December 2023, suggesting the AI firm's valuation could be risen by more than 233% in 12 months, which this is massive. I think that we all feel a certain kind of way about OpenAI and how they went from like a nonprofit to a for-profit company. And then some of the practices that have been going out there, allegations of plagiarism and copying ideas that are patented for how they actually did their AI. I can't say any of those things are true because I don't have the legal power or all of the evidence, but these are just things that people have said about the company. There was the scandal about Sam Altman, who maybe did something inappropriate to his sister, right? And then all of that was washed away when the Microsoft deal went through. So it's kind of interesting. A lot of the really interesting, strange things that have happened there with OpenAI, but Anthropic is a rival company. Having rival companies is a good thing. We need as much competition in the AI space because this is how we create a regulatory framework that is fair and safe, and also a way that we create a culture of open building, right? The more competition we have, the more people are there to help shape the way that we move forward and the ideas and thoughts we have around those. So I just wanted to say shout out to Anthropic. AI is going crazy in the financial TradFi sector. And speaking of user data, Telegram answered 900 US requests for user data in 2024 report. So Telegram reportedly fulfilled 900 total requests for the US for IP addresses and phone numbers, affecting 2,253 users. 2,253 users on Telegram were using Telegram. They thought that they were safe, and they were not. Let's see. Information about its users, with majority coming in after CEO Pavel Durov's arrest in France, which we talked about. Telegram fulfilled 14 requests for IP addresses and phone numbers from 404 Media from the US between January 1st and September 30. However, the platform reportedly responded to 900 total inquiries from the US, and they said affecting the 2,000 plus people. Pavel Durov, I'm still trying to understand what happened in France, but we hear the concerns. I made it my personal goal to prevent abusers of Telegram's platform from interfering with the future of our 950 million users. My full post below. This is kind of interesting. And the point is that just because you use Telegram, your stuff is not safe. Your data is not safe. Your phone number is not safe. Your IP address isn't safe. Your location is not safe. What's up, Blocky? Thank you for hopping in. We appreciate you. And yes, man, plowing snow since Sunday at 11 p.m. That's a lot of snow you're plowing, my guy. And yeah, we were just talking about in Maryland, where my family's at, there is a lot of snow. They had like 1.5 feet or something like that. Crazy.
Yeah, I'm
Taller
glad.
than my dog.
I'm glad I don't get no snow like that. We might get snow tonight, but it might be a couple inches, and it'll probably be gone by tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
I couldn't take that. I grew up in Michigan. And there's I couldn't deal with that. I don't think I could ever deal with that again.
Yeah, Blocky's over where my family is. I remember. What I was gonna say is I have been working with a little bit with a high-level developer. Somebody was involved in some pretty cool things, and they actually asked me if I used Signal. They were like, "Do you use Signal?" And they gave me like 3 other apps I've never heard of, and they were like, "Or do you use those fake encrypted apps like Telegram and WhatsApp?" And I was like, "Oh, jeez." Well, so your information is not safe anywhere else. Keep that in mind, guys.
Well, Signal, didn't they hack Signal? That's how they That's how they got Tucker's text messages or something like that was from Signal, I thought.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't know. Maybe your information's not safe anywhere.
I doubt it is.
Yeah, I doubt it is too. But Czech National. Sorry, I was going to say Czech National Bank governor weighs Bitcoin for future reserve strategy. This is just another example of these bigger entities looking at using Bitcoin reserve, the Bitcoin reserve strategy as a way to offset risks going forward. And I think this is so bullish. And this is why I'm saying Bitcoin, if you have it and you plan to hold it for 10 to 20 years, that's great. You're in, you've done a good job, accumulate all you can while you can. But if you're not just trying to preserve your wealth and preserve your capital, I personally believe there are a lot of opportunities in smaller cap coins because they're the ones that are going to move harder than Bitcoin.
Yes.
There is more volatility and there is more risk, but the volatility is where the gains are made, right? The meat is made in the move, right? And so you need that movement in order to be able to capture the meat in the middle in the short term or the long term, depending on what your goals are. Let's see. So I have just been literally looking at we all probably saw this on Twitter, but Meta is going to scrap their fact checkers in favor of free expression. The social media company will switch to a community notes model similar to X's platform, Meta said. So they're going to they're trying to copy X now, and you've seen that with the way that Mark Zuckerberg has changed his position. He said that he was remorseful about some of the decisions that they had made in the past with cooperating that were around censorship. And he says that Meta is not going to be that way anymore, which, whether you believe it or not, I think that...
I just think it's awful convenient that this happened right after Trump won, right after he met with Trump. All of a sudden, he's like, oh, by the way, we didn't mean to, but this is what's been happening, He put out a big old statement today. I was listening to it, and he hired, so they put Dana White on the board of Meta. Dana White is like ultra MAGA. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he's super smart, and I think he just sees the tide shifting. Plus he started doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So he's in the I don't think they call it a dojo, right?
Yeah, no, the dojo. Yeah.
Is it a dojo?
He's in the dojo I think they still call it a dojo.
Okay. He's in the gym or the dojo or whatever, and he's rolling with these dudes. And these are probably going to be your more conservative people, more manly men, not your liberal whiffs, So he could have had an actual change of heart, but I just think he really seen the change in the tide and was like, oh, we better do something or we're going to get capsized,
Yeah. Yeah. And, he definitely has that super ability to fit in. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like he's from somewhere else or very reptilian or different than us, but he has this ability to blend in and depending on the situation.
Like a chameleon?
Like a chameleon. Not saying he's a lizard person, but what I'm saying is that,
We're saying he's a lizard person, but I'm not saying he's not a lizard person.
No, but seriously, Mark Zuckerberg has done some cool things. Facebook was awesome. And you think about, dude, MySpace, we've come a long way. Okay. We've come a long way, even though Facebook is the new MySpace, and Twitter is now the new Facebook. We've come a long way. It's pretty cool. So let's see what else we got going on. I saw this. So Bitcoin price loses 4% on US JOLTS data as Bitcoin trader warns of 92K dip. And like, that's funny because we actually talked about, says Bitcoin analysis blames spoofing for a snap Bitcoin price correction of more than 4,000 in hours. Oh, here it is. Spoofing. This is like where they like build the order, like they're about to like sell a whole bunch of their stuff or buy a whole bunch of stuff, and then they don't actually do it. And for some reason,
I know of spoofing. What I know of the term spoofing is like me calling you from a different number.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you're saying they built a transaction.
It's like they build a transaction, but then the transaction actually doesn't go all the way through. Like it's not a real transaction. Right. But everybody sees blockchain.
There's another way they can do that too. If whales, say you got $1 billion worth of Bitcoin and it's been sitting there forever, and you move 100 mil of it, well, Arkham is going to pick that up. What is it? Not Watcher Guru, but
Whale Alert.
Whale Alert. There we go. Well, I was thinking unusual whales. Man, there's so many whales. Whale Alert's going to pick that up and push it out, and then people are like, "Oh, this Bitcoin moved to an unknown wallet," or they'll move it to an exchange, let it sit there, and then move it back. Cause pandemonium, like you said, spoofing a transaction, dump in the market, and then they can buy back in.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so we're getting there, close to the end where I have to hop off. But Sui founder reveals the next AI big opportunity. Ai's partnership with OpenAI. This is what you didn't want. Co-founder of Mistin Labs and Sui Network, core developer, revealed the next artificial intelligence opportunity in a post on X. Our mission at Mistin Labs is to make Sui Network the global coordination layer. He wrote on that post, empowering billions of autonomous agents to transact, build, and innovate without limits. 2025 is going to be huge for Sui. As seen in video evidence, maybe it says watch on X. Maybe it'll play.
No sound.
No sound.
No sound. It's turned off. Oh, where'd you go? The sound was just turned off.
Oh, I don't know what happened. The whole thing went. Let me try this again.
Well, that was a short-lived pump. We've already flipped and started going back down.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can't hear the video though?
There is no video.
Oh,
we have a buffering screen, sir.
Dang. All right, so I guess I'm done for real. I guess I'm done. That was just the founder saying the same thing. Yeah. And then so let's see what else. I had this basically this AI technology predicts that there's going to be a price of Bitcoin to 200K. After a fall to 97K.
We've already accomplished that. We are below 97K right now. So mission accomplished. So 200,000. Let's go.
Yeah. So that's what that article says. But I got a couple more articles. We'll go over them tomorrow. And I'll see. I don't know what's going on with my browser. It said like connection problem with the browser and the sound. And then it just died. So it is what it is.
Need to upgrade that laptop.
I know, I do. I actually do. I'm hoping I'll be able to do it sometime soon, so it'll be okay. I need to get another job where
That's
they provide.
definitely a bull run purchase towards the end of the bull run.
Yeah. I'll have one of those that looks like a spaceship. I'll get one of those Alienware computers at the end of the bull run. I'll be over here. It'll look like a disco in my living room, and it's just the back of my computer.
Nice. All right, guys. Well, I guess that is the show. Do us a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, share this with a friend. If you're on YouTube, do us a favor, subscribe, notification bell. If you're on Twitter, tag some DGens. We go live Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. PST, bringing you the daily updates and overall market sentiment. And the market, man, it's trying to turn. But, I mean, SWI's back under 479 again. Bitcoin's back under 97,000. So all we can do is watch and see.
Yeah. I'm hoping. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think I might make some trades with the SUI AI into SUI here in a minute, depending on what it does. I might try to do a little hopping, or I might just diversify into some other things. We'll see what happens.
There you go.
Yeah. But thank you all for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. And I'm thinking about when I'm going to put this video out from midnight. I'm thinking maybe next weekend and not this weekend, so there's more time to promote it. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. But either way, we'll get the Palm Economy video out this weekend. That's a good one too, and that one was a blast. So shout out to the Palm Economy guys, and I'm bullish. I'm excited.
I want my tokens.
We'll get you your tokens. They said they're coming soon. All right, everybody. We'll see you all on the next one. Peace.